From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie! Check, flight 39. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check 50, check 50. Begin. Hey, go 66. Shit. Alert!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, high 7. Check 55 to Mike. Come on, D. Mike 55. Mike 55. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on. When he hit. Alert.
Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Sugar.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Crunch.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, got tight left. Tight his left. 3 down.
On the ground is Michel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
7-7. Watch the safety. Push on Travis. Hey. Yeah. Mike 58 right there. Yeah. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We got 3.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Mike 55.
So after the INT, it's Brady going for it all. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here 1st and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
You draw quarter. All day, baby, all day. 49, check 40. Easy. No. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 80 weapon.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Switch. Gold 50. Spud. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey,
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Yo. Check 26. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Wait, set. Ready? Watching the guard. Strip that ball. Check. 50. Hey, Alabama. 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Bolt 66. Recon.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Wait, 20. Let him know. 72. 55. Right there. Hey, exit. Crunch time.
On first down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Go Bandit! Get that ball! Get that ball! Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51! Come on. You better bring it. Hey, Orbit. Go Bandit!
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Go! Hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Let's go on. No, 66. Mike 51, Mike 51. 72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Switzer on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, set. 29. Alpha. Check me out. Check me out. 55 is Mike. Alpha. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike. Hey, Alpha. 55. Mike 55. Yeah. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Check it. Reload.
Brady now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm scared. Hey, check Mike. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get some penetration. Shadow.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check it. Check 24. Check 24. Go. Mike. Hey, Zoo. Mike 51. Let's go one more. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on. Come on, D. Alpha.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on third and long. Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Middle. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Quarter. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 5'4". Hey, Charlie. Mike's 5'4".
Now Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Wait, that's line 20.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Edelman was the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
General West. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Black 20. Hey. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Say. No foul. Double bump. Hey, wahoo. Mike 51. No spacing. Hey, alert. 8. Take 2 of them. Hey, seam 6. Black is on.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
44. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. Check black 21. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Switch. Sunday. Hey, alert. These two. Black 21. Check black 21. Hey, I-7.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Devin Edwards there defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
51 small.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, echo. Kill. 50. 51's the mic. Come off the ball hard.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Roethlisberger now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down, Steelers.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
No spacing. Stop your whining. 51.
Ben to throw again. open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Alert, alert. 51. I got you, son. I got you.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
198. Hey, Haywood. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Out.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Wait, 20. Check, right, 54. Gold 50. All day. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Alabama. Under
a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt.